In my 20 years in the financial services industry, I've seen just about everything there is to see when it comes to the good, the bad, and the downright horrific. I saw firsthand how the subprime mortgage crisis was born, how it grew, and how it became the ticking time bomb that eventually brought the global banking industry to within a spit shot of a total collapse. I saw the inner workings of a captive insurance agency who trains their agents to great lengths of how to position very specific products that are very profitable to the agent and even more profitable to the corporation. I saw firsthand how banks use their employees to push products onto their clients that they've built relationships with that generate significant streams of revenue to the bank, and how these banks pay their employees and salespeople a fraction of what they bring in. I've seen enough to have credibility and to be able to clearly identify a good advisor and a person who's just trained and motivated to sell a handful of products. So this video is going to paint a clear picture for allowing you to be able to accurately identify a salesperson from someone who just calls himself an advisor, and recognize the tactics that both the advisor and the salesperson employ to do what they do. If you don't understand how to differentiate one from the other, you and those you care about will fall victim to those who are looking to treat you like a commodity and line their pockets with huge commissions from the stuff they sell you. So take some notes and remember these tactics. Knowing them and being able to identify them will protect you and those you love from getting ripped off from a salesperson masquerading as an advisor. First things first, you need to assume that anybody calling themselves an advisor is nothing more than a salesperson in disguise. That is the first assumption. You need to make this person prove to you that they're intelligent enough and selfless enough to be worthy of calling you one of their clients. When I say selfless, I mean that they have to prove to you that their number one priority is to identify and solve your financial goals, and to have enough intelligence to identify the perfect product that meets those needs. In financial planning, you have one chance to get the job done right. If you make a mistake, you'll be putting yourself at risk of losing money or losing time to grow your money. And this ultimately leads you to your financial goals not being met. Next, you need to be able to recognize a salesperson based on how they dress and how they speak. Brand new salespeople are all told by their recruiters or by their office managers to go buy nice suits and told to never show up to an appointment without being fully suited up. Now, don't get me wrong. There are good advisors who want to dress up and look nice and play a respectable role to their clients. That's fine. But this is where you need to pay attention to the specifics about how the person speaks. Salespeople like to talk a lot, not listen. They often don't ask very many questions that revolve around opening you up to discuss the financial things that are most important to you and your families. Salespeople will ask questions that lead you down a path that ends up with them pitching one of their very specific products, usually some sort of insurance or annuity product. Advisors usually have a fact-finding form, but if they don't have a form, that's okay. Usually they have a memorized process that they implement. They implement it in such a uniform way every single time they meet the same client, it's just routine. Advisors will usually ask for your permission to ask a series of questions, and these questions are asked with your permission and with the intent of pinpointing the most important financial goals that you and your family have. To an advisor, it's not about pigeonholing you into a certain or specific product, or line of products, or a particular company's products. For an advisor, it's all about solving a specific problem or set of problems that revolve around saving money, protecting the family's assets, and reducing taxes in some way, shape, or form. To an advisor, all of these things are important and taken into consideration when implementing their final recommendations. To a salesperson, accomplishing one or two of these things may be highlighted as a benefit to the product, but the most important thing to them is positioning that one or two specific products. They rarely take into consideration the previous financial planning work you've already done. And if you ever mention to them that you want to take this recommendation and run it by another advisor for a second opinion, expect them to treat that due diligence as an objection and attempt to overcome this objection with other various sales tactics that they're taught in the classroom. See, an advisor will take their time. and will rarely recommend a specific product during their first appointment with them. Think about it. If someone meets you for the first time, how in the heck have they obtained the facts and data that needs to be analyzed and critically thought about in order to put together a long-term financial plan that's best suited for you and your family? See, advisors will run 1 or 2 appointments before ever recommending a particular product. And after they make a recommendation, they will encourage you to get a second or third opinion. See, an advisor has nothing to hide if they're legitimately fighting to do what's right for you and your family. A salesperson is fixated on selling you a specific product. All of their conversations and all of their recommendations will always revolve around a set of products. And they'll rarely deviate from the conversation about that product. They'll always recommend this one product and stress how this one product or company's product is best for you and your family. A salesperson will rarely want you to seek the input of others and will be relentless in getting you to move forward with them as quick and as fast as possible. Now, don't be afraid to ask these people tough questions, and don't make any quick decisions when it comes to making these financial choices. You have one shot at getting this planning right. If you make a mistake, you could be setting yourself back years in accomplishing your financial goals. Getting these things right the first time could mean 3 to 4 times the amount of savings or accomplishing your financial goals 5 to 10 years sooner. As always, this is Dean with Defending Your Finances. Nobody is going to care more about getting this planning done right the first time than you. You're the one that has the greatest vested interest in getting this job done right the first time. Trusting the wrong person could mean that you have become a commodity to that salesperson looking for a quick commission. So stick with me. I'll give you the tools and the information that few people know and almost nobody in the industry is talking about. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care and God bless.